The news by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. We got a special guest today. Let's get him in here. Pop Javon Woodard. Javon Woodard, aka Pop. Thank you for coming through to the Source Experience. I want to say happy holidays, belated Merry Christmas and everything.
Same to you, man.
You had a good one. 12 and 2.
Hmm.
Nickname Pop, man. Let's start off with that, man, because I like that nickname for you, especially you having 10 KOs. It fits the title, man. Where did that nickname come from?
Uh, People be thinking I got that from boxing, man. That's really my name from my family. My grandmother gave me that name.
Uh, that's
Yeah,
cool. That's cool. But
it,
yeah, but it fits you though, man. 12 and 2, like I said, 10 KOs, man. Yo, describe. You get a lot of guys out there, man. So that Pop title fits you, man.
for
You
sure.
you don't get paid for overtime in boxing. So
Nah,
just break down that style, man. You getting a lot of guys out there. Out of your 12 victories, 10 knockouts.
yeah. I just feel like if somebody ain't supposed to be in that, don't play with them. So when you a kid, they tell you don't play with your food. So if it's some food in front of me, we gonna get them out of there.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I see Vic Green Promotions, right? You still with Vic Green?
You know, he's like we have like it was a partnership. I'm not under management. I got management now, but I'm not with
Yeah.
no promoter.
Okay, no promoter at the time. Okay. Speaking of management, man, congratulations on hooking up with Mark and Wise Owl Boxing. What made that decision come on? Signing with Wise Owl.
Um, the opportunity presented itself. We felt we didn't. It wasn't no situation where they just came straight to me and it was like, all right, here's the black and white. Let's make it happen. Nah, we got to know each other first. We spent some
Yeah.
time with each other. Filled each other out, felt each other energy. And we went from there.
Okay. I could dig it. Now, speaking on that, man, there's a viral video out there with you with
Mhm.
pound for pound, Terrence Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
We like to get every side, man. Who was the quicker guy, man? I know I seen the video, but I want you to break it down. Whose jab got through quicker?
Hey, to be honest, man, it all depends on the angle. Some
Okay.
angles, like I got him. Another angle, like he got me. So you know,
Yeah, because we know Bud is a competitive guy.
yeah,
He was swearing up and down in the video, that he got there quicker. But from like you said, from the angle that I seen, it looked like you got off a little quicker, man. But hey, what do I know?
hey,
What do I know?
hey, it could have went either way, man.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Now another question I want to ask you: You fought on that card down there in Atlanta. Yo, describe for us because I think you fought an extra round, right? How did that work out, man?
Um, origin, it was originally an eight round fight.
Okay.
Um, it got declared a draw,
Yes.
but it's a new league. Well, not a new league, a new promotion called overtime, where it's no draws.
Okay.
So you get an overtime round, and we had got a draw, four rounds apiece.
Yes.
But then it had went to the overtime round. On the
Yeah.
overtime on the overtime round, I actually won. But on the judges' scorecard, I think totaled it up. They totaled it up, like all the rounds
Yeah.
in total, and that's what gave him the split decision. So it's a little confusing at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I want you to explain that because that's what I thought. I'm like, I thought it was something more like the combat league, like whoever won the overtime round won the fight.
Yeah,
And from watching, I'm like, yo, you won the overtime round. That's why I'm glad we got you on here to explain that because I thought that's what it was based off of. Like, when you do that, whatever, there's no draws.
yeah,
The overtime round, the winner of that round, gets the fight. But thank you for clearing that up, man.
yeah. The actual overtime round, I won, but it is what it is. We'll get it back.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Now, let some of the fans know, right?
Hmm.
I like to ask guys this, right? We know you as a fighter, you get busy in there, but what are some other things that you do besides boxing that the fans might not know, or things that you like to do?
Man, I'm real. I don't really do nothing too crazy, man. I be chilling with the fam, man. I don't be outside too much, I got a goal right now, I'm trying to put my fam in better position. So I ain't really got time for too much playing around right now. I don't do too much.
Absolutely, I could dig it. Sticking with that, right?
Hmm.
Younger fighters, because I mentor a lot of young fighters as well, right? I like that mentality that you have right there. Speak on that a little bit about basically not being outside, having a goal, a passion for something, and that tunnel vision, staying locked in to achieve your goals.
Yeah, cause I'm in the understanding. I know for a fact what I do. Well, in any profession, you only have a window. You got a window, a short window. You don't want to hop on and lock in when it's a little too late at the end of your career. You want to capitalize as much as you can in that short amount of time you got. Like you think, all right, 10 years is a long time, but it's really not. It fly by before you even know it. I remember being in elementary school,
Yeah.
time be flying. So the time that I got, I'm gonna capitalize and make the most I can within that time frame.
Yeah, now your name, it be buzzing. Like a lot of guys that are in the game speak highly of you, right?
Mhm.
Speak on some of the guys that you have worked with behind the scenes, like like the Albert Bell, different guys. I'll let you speak on the
Yeah,
top names of guys that you've been in the ring with, working with, sparring, things like that. Speak on some of that, man.
yeah. Albert, I don't work with Albert. I don't work with Devin Haney. I don't work with Tank Javante. I don't work with Shakur. I don't work with Nonito Donaire. I don't work with Gary Russell. I don't work with a lot of people.
Yeah, facts. Now, you just ran off world champions, Shakur Stevenson, two-time, two division, no, now three division champion, Devin Haney, former undisputed champion, Tank Davis. That type of pedigree, that type of work that you get, that speaks accolades of who you are as a fighter. Just elaborate more on that. What you took from being in the ring with some of these world champions that you just named, and how do you think that has helped you in moving forward, especially going into 2024 and reaching some of your goals that you spoke on.
Yeah, 'cause I'm not a fighter. Some people, when it's like another elite fighter in the gym, like they might avoid the work or like they won't go for it. I'm the type like if you something special, or if people say you something special, like I want you. Pause, but I want you bad. Like if you another top fighter, I need that. Like let me get in there. No matter who you is, what's your name, your record, how many knockouts, how big you is. But if we in the same proximity and I could get to you, like,
Yeah.
I want to get in there.
Definitely. See, more fighters need that type of mentality. That iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, like I said, these guys that you've been in there with, the Devons, the Albert Bells, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, these guys are champions. Now, I see your mentality that you have. Now, it coincides with what you said with getting guys out of there, because when you're in the ring with and working with guys like this, then you jump in the ring with the opponents that you're jumping in. You have that mentality. Like I've been in there with champions, Devin, Shakur, the Tanks. So you're stepping on these guys. Just break that down, how that transfers over into the actual fight nights when you're stepping in there against the guys that you're lining up against.
Yeah, cause it's levels. It's like levels when it gets to boxing. Like if I'm working with them, that type of caliber of work, then you put somebody in there that's not on that level. Is They're not supposed to be in there. They're not supposed to be in there. So it ain't nothing crazy. And if I could get that caliber work like at all times, it'd be crazy.
Absolutely. Another question I like to ask guys like you, after training camp, you make weight, right?
Hmm.
Long grueling training camp, you touch the scales, you rehydrate. What's that first meal like, man? Because when you go through camp, you deprive yourself of a lot of good things that you like to eat on. What's that meal like for you?
It's whenever I had a fight in Atlanta, I used to always go to the same spot. It's
Okay.
Kale's Kitchen. They ain't open
Hell's Kitchen.
now, but I go in there. I give me some
Yeah.
mac and cheese, yams, some turkey spaghetti. Like I'm both of them. I'm getting big.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You're supposed to, man. You're supposed to. Another question I like to ask guys like you, right? Being that you're in position right now. There's
Hmm.
there's gonna be kids that's gonna watch this. There's gonna be kids that I'm gonna share this with. Um, Let them know the sacrifices that you got to make to reach this level. The dedication, the discipline. The stuff that you got to do to become a professional prize fighter and have people wanting to sign you, wanting to have you on their fight cards and stuff.
Yeah, sacrifice is like the biggest thing we have to deal with. Like it's been too much time I've been away from my son, from away from my family, and I want to be there, but I can't because I'm preparing for something. Like I'm taking some sacrificing. I can't, the foods that everybody else can eat. I can't snack and eat on everything I want to eat on. You know, Partying, all that's out the window. It's just
Yeah,
like tunnel vision. When you getting ready for a fight, it's literally work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep. It's no time for nothing else. So it can be, if you don't have like the right people around you, it could be a little depressing, but hey, it's what it takes to get
yeah.
to that level.
Man, I like that too, man. Sticking with that, the last part of the question that you had. We know that boxing is an individual sport, but you
Hmm.
just spoke about having the right people around you, team, man. Give me a little bit more on that. What you mean by that? I know what you mean by that, but let the viewers and the people know, like, having the right people around you, the team, like coaches and
Yeah,
maybe even advisors and just people around you in general to keep you on that path.
yeah. You just want some good energy around you. Like I said, I'm in the loneliest sport ever. It's the loneliest sport ever. Sometimes when I go run, it's just me. When it's just me, I'm away from my family. Away from my son. So you want some good energy around you. Luckily, me, like, all right, I'm getting ready for a fight. My pops be there. I got a good coach, Coach Kenny. He's there. I got a good team now behind me. So good energy. They check on me, make sure I'm straight. Even when I'm not in the gym,
Yeah.
I'm working out on my son. They still checking on me, making sure I'm straight.
Definitely, definitely. And shout out to Coach Kenny. And
Hmm.
shout out some more of your guys on your team as well. You got the platform for Coach Kenny.
Yeah, Coach Kenny, my dad, Javon Sr.,
Yeah.
um, Lamont, Mark. I got a good, I got a
Yeah,
good.
shout out to Lamont as well, man. Wise Owl Boxing East Coast on IG. Sticking with the team and everything.
Hmm.
What is the plans moving forward? Because like I said, you closing out 2023. New signing with Wise Owl. Moving forward in 2024, what are the plans? How many fights are you trying to have in 2024, and what is the direction?
Um, it's just whatever presented. I'm in position where like I'm ready for whatever. Like I said, I feel like I'm a special talent. So I'm not ducking nobody. I'm not. All right, we don't want to go this direction. Like I go any direction. Like I'm ready for whoever, whenever. We have a proper count. We're gonna make it happen. So that's the plan this year. Is just put the right people in front of me, and we're gonna capitalize off them. The talent speak for itself. The work gonna speak for itself. I don't really gotta do too much talking. Once we get a secure date,
Yeah,
name, and we'll go from there. Like, I can't wait for my next time in the ring. I can't wait. I'm itching. I'm itching.
yeah.
Next time I step in there.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out to, like I said, Wise Out Mark and Lamont speak very highly of you. And one thing I know about Mark, shout out to Mark. I took this. This is his quote. Just like he uses my quote, like, hey, what do I know? I love to use his quote. Quality over quantity. So by Mark and Lamont showing interest in you, personally, I know you are a quality guy, and I want to just let you know that, man. That
Yeah,
they speak highly of you, and you're in good hands with those guys, right? Now, another question I got for you, right? You know, coming up, North Carolina guy, right? You was born in North Carolina, now at ATL.
I always been back and forth, both of
Okay. The ATL fight scene, because I know my guy, shout out to World Combat Sports. He put me on to you a while ago, right? And
yeah.
then when I seen you sign with the guy, I said, oh man, I gotta interview him. But just describe the ATL fight scene a little bit for those of us and the fans out here, coming up on the ATL fight scene.
Um, we have a lot of talent. We have a lot of talent, and we have a lot of up and coming talent. I feel like it's real quiet on the Atlanta boxing scene. Like it could be more lights on it, but I just feel like all the fighters and the coaches have to come together and without the egos, because there's a lot of talent here. There's a lot of talent here. It's just some people don't work with each other because of egos. But if everybody worked together, Atlanta could be one of the big major cities that everybody want to work or will come to get work from.
Definitely, definitely, and hopefully you are one of the fighters, that kick that off. I know it's a lot of young fighters, talented fighters coming up out of there. Like I
Yeah, we
said,
got
hopefully you are one that can spark that,
yeah,
and bring more awareness. That's why I asked you that question,
yeah.
to bring more awareness to the city.
It's a couple dogs. There's a couple dogs out here.
Yeah, yeah, I know a couple of them, man. But shout out to you and the things that you're doing to bring awareness to the city. Now, a thing I like to ask fighters too, man. What is your go to? A lot of fighters like I see you're like a what I like to call the sword, real swag. You got that swag, right? What is your go to? When you putting together your uniforms, because like I said, a lot of your fights I see you be styling. Who's getting that together for you? Are you the creative designer behind these looks, or speak on that a little bit?
When I'm getting ready for a fight, like let's say you look good, feel good, fight good. So
Yeah,
I try to come crazy every time, but
yeah,
I come up with a vision and I hit up Body Kit Custom, my boy Aaron, and yeah, he get me right every time. I ain't missed yet.
yeah, yeah. You do. That's why I made sure I had that in my notes right here to highlight that, because I pay attention to things like that. I'm like, my guy be coming out there with the fly uniforms, so I definitely want to highlight, the vision and whoever's putting that together. Once again, that's Body Kits. You said.
Yeah, Body Kit Custom, my boy Aaron.
Yeah, body cut. Shout out to body cuts, man. Fly uniform you putting together for Pop, man.
Sarcastically, he from my boy Mike from North Carolina. He do my shoes. My shoes is crazy.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's why I wanted you to talk on that, man. Those
Yeah,
customized joints.
he he be doing like the custom like game controllers and the custom like sneakers, but he look out for me and get me right.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Now, another question I got for you. I ain't gonna hold too much of your time. I know it's the holiday season, right? What was the most expensive gift? A little off boxing, just to switch it up a little. What is the most expensive gift you received and you handed out?
It's my this year.
Or whenever. It could be this year or whenever.
Like on Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas time. Yes.
Uh, I don't know, man. Like I'm not like it's like general. Like I don't know. It ain't nothing. I ain't spent nothing crazy, nothing been spent crazy on me. Like
Yeah.
it's like general. Like I ain't never really like really been big on Christmas. Like we celebrated and I exchanged gifts and everything, but it ain't never nothing like wow. Like ain't nobody handing out no keys over here.
Yeah.
We ain't handing out no keys and no Birkin bags.
Yeah, okay, I hear you. I could dig it. I could dig it.
Yeah,
Now, being off, you're in between fights. You was able to eat. How how
yeah,
how was that, man? I know a lot of times when fighters got them dates, like around Thanksgiving and Christmas, everybody's throwing down. That is a rough time for them. But being that you in between, how was that, man? Did you get a chance? You
yeah.
down there in the South?
Um,
Did you get a
it was
chance to eat good?
yeah, it was great. A lot of times, even growing up, I've been fighting my whole life, and it's
Yeah,
always a tournament. It was like growing up, it was always like a tournament or something coming around Thanksgiving. So I will always miss Thanksgiving. I miss Thanksgiving. I missed Thanksgiving a couple years because I had fights in my pro career.
Yeah.
But this year I ain't had nothing going on around this year, so I was able to celebrate, be around family, eat, and I loved it for real.
Yeah, no, that's dope. I'm telling you, yeah, you got to see like for fighters like yourself that's in the game, it be those little things like that, like you just spoke on. I'm gonna let you get back on that. Like they sacrifice so much, right?
Yeah,
On a holiday, especially if you got a fight date coming up, you can't really get down and indulge. You know what I'm saying? You see the rest of your family eating good and pies and cakes and all type of stuff. You got to stay locked in and focused on the task, cutting weight, making weight, putting the right things in your body. But that's dope. Now, speaking on what you just spoke on, man, how long have you really been in the game, fighting wise, amateurs, then now pro?
I started fighting when I was 9. Started fighting
Okay.
when I was 9, so I'm 27 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all like I've been fighting more years than I haven't been.
Yeah, definitely,
Life.
definitely. Just speak on that overall all experience, coming up through the amateur ranks, now being a pro, making that climb towards the world title. 'Cause that's the ultimate goal.
Yes, I done did it all. National championships.
Yeah.
Uh, I've been like I said, I've been fighting all my life. This is all I know. It was never no plan B.
Yeah.
Even in school, I ain't take no ACT, none of that. It
Yeah.
was all boxing. Like my people ain't ask me or try to force nothing on me. They already knew what it was. It wasn't even no conversation. All right, I finished high school, but I'm I'm focused on boxing, and it's always been boxing, nothing else.
So pretty much from 9 years old, you knew this was going to be the path that you was going to walk.
Yeah, I want to say since I was 9, I knew this was
Yeah.
going. I say probably around like 12. When I was like 12, I was in the gym with a heavyweight fighter named Kevin Johnson. And he was making a lot of money, like six
Yeah.
figure checks, $1 million fights, and I was like, yo. And I just once I seen it, it's different from
Yeah.
seeing people on TV, and then seeing what they doing to actually be in the gym with somebody that's living like that or making that kind of money. It motivates you a little bit more. So I say around like 12 years old, I already know I ain't want to do nothing else.
Mm. Yeah, that speak on that, man. Like a lot of times people want to do something, but like how you just said, you had Kevin around you and you
Yeah,
actually seen it. You seen somebody succeeded, and like you just spoke on getting a six-figure $1 million check. Speak on how that helped to influence you and motivate you, actually being able to see somebody put in the work and reap the benefits of the work.
yeah, it was just motivation. It was motivational because like I said, he's in arm's reach. He even helped me out in the gym. Like
Yeah,
he a heavyweight, but he'll move around with me and show me things and teach me things. And then me, I'm real competitive. Like I'm super competitive. So if he do something, like he always was saying, all right, he got the fastest jab. So at a young age, I'm competing, trying to, you know, make my jab as fast as a grown man. So
now that jab got some snap on it, man. Like Bud and them might be mad at me for saying that, that you got off a little quicker than them, man. But when I seen that video, it took me back to shout out to Floyd Senior. Floyd Senior loves to do that, man. See who got the quickest stick. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? That jab, man. Like I
mm,
said, Bud might be upset that, like I said, from my vision, from the video that I seen, it like he got off a little quicker than you, Bud. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know? But
yeah.
like I said, go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, it all depends on the angle, but hey, I ain't gonna give him that.
Yeah, yeah. Now that to me, I laugh, right?
Yeah.
Because Bud is the ultimate competitor at anything. Like
Mm,
he competes. It doesn't matter what it is, right? So I
yeah.
see when the video went, I was like, man, I was laughing. I commented and I laughed. I was like, yo, I'm gonna egg him on. Now I'm like, nah, he got you, Bud. You losing the step. You losing the step. But
Yeah.
I know how Bud is like with the competition, man. But
Mm.
that was super dope. Any plans for the New Year's? How you plan to break into New Year's with the family and all that? Any
Yeah.
plans?
Ain't nothing crazy, nothing special. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
preparing for the new year. You know.
Okay. like I said, I'm not gonna hold too much of your time up. I appreciate you coming through. Definitely, we'll do this again when you got the date coming up. I love to bring you back on, and then I definitely gonna bring you back on for the victory lap because that's what we do over here for the
Yes.
celebration. But let everybody know all your social media handles, where they can follow you at, where they can get in contact with you at.
Yeah, you can get in touch with me on anything at Javon Woodard Jr. On everything. Instagram. I don't even be on Facebook like that, but it's a Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. Javon
Yeah,
Woodard.
yeah. And one more thing, I want to clear this up too. If you're looking for him on BoxRec, you got to put in Javon Coleman. Woodard Jr. will not pop up. It's
Nah,
Coleman on.
it'll be on there. It'll be on there.
Okay, it'll be on there, all right, just to let them know. Because a lot of people was getting at me like, yo, I'm looking for your guy that you interviewing on BoxRec. I'm like, nah, put in this name right here to pop up, man. But
Yeah,
once again, shout all your social media platforms out again.
yeah. Just at Javon Woodard Jr. on everything. JAVON WOODJR.
Def- Definitely, man. Once again, Pop, thank you for your time, man. Appreciate you coming through. Congratulations again on signing with Wise Out Boxing. And we definitely, you got a voice over here at the Source Talk. We definitely gonna be pushing you, marketing you. And when the fight day drops, we definitely gonna have you,
Mm-hmm.
pushing that on the platform, man. Thanks again, man.
All right, man.
Appreciate you, champ.
All right.
Once again, that was Javon Woodard, newly signed to Wise Owl Boxing. I'm going to shut this down because I want you guys to enjoy that interview. Very informative. 12 and 2, 10 KOs, repping ATL with Wise Owl Boxing now. Um, check it out, man. He ran down the resume. He's been in there with hitters, Albert Bell, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, but just, check it out for yourself. Shout out to Wise Owl Boxing, Lamont, Mark, continued success for the whole team over there. This is the Source Experience, the news by, Shanewz. But hey, what do I know?
This is the Source Experience. The news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know?